Sir Isaac Newton says, light is not the simple thing that everyone imagines to be. It is the substance that exhibits both reflection and refraction, showing its dual nature. Thomas Young says, the nature of light is to illuminate, the nature of darkness is to obscure, but light, when reflected, reveals the true form of all things. Good morning. Our today's topic is definition of reflection. Let us try to define reflection. Number 1. Reflection is the process of bouncing back of light in the same medium after striking some polished surface, like metal surface. Number 2. It can be defined as the change in the path of light without change in medium after striking some polished surface. So you see, whenever light falls or strikes some metal surface, it bounces back, and this process is called reflection. Different surfaces reflect light in different ways. One is specular reflection or regular reflection, and another is diffused reflection or irregular reflection. Specular reflection takes place when light strikes a smooth polished surface. In this type of reflection, the nature of beam of light is not changed. The reflected rays are parallel and produce a sharp and clear image of the object. While as in diffused reflection or irregular reflection, the light strikes off from a rough or irregular surface or bumped surface. Here, the nature of beam of light gets changed. The reflected rays scatter in different directions, and that results in a blurred or fuzzy image. As you see, for specular reflection, we need smooth surfaces, and it gives a clear image of the object. Mirrors, polished metal surfaces, and still water surface show specular reflection, while for diffused reflection, a rough surface is required, and it gives a blurred image of the object. Reflection from a wall, a piece of paper, or a rough piece of wood is an example of diffused reflection. Now, let's define some terms that are used in reflection. Number 1. Incident ray. The ray of light that strikes the reflecting surface is called incident ray. It is the ray of light that comes from source of light or object and strikes the mirror. Number 2. Normal. A normal is a perpendicular at the point of incidence on some reflecting surface. Number 3. Reflected ray. The ray that comes off from the mirror is called reflected ray. Number 4. Angle of incidence. It is the angle formed between incident ray and normal to the surface of mirror. Number 5. Angle of reflection. It is the angle formed between reflected ray and normal to the surface of mirror. Here one point is important. What is angle of grazing, or what is angle of glancing? It is the angle formed between incident ray and mirror. Now let us move to some laws that govern the process of reflection. Basically, there are 3 laws of reflection. The first law is that the incident ray, the normal to the surface at the point of incidence, and the reflected ray are coplanar. This means that all the 3 lines are in same plane. The second law is the angle of incidence formed by the incident ray and normal is always equal to the angle of reflection formed by reflected ray with normal. In short, the angle I is equal to angle R. The third law states that the incident ray and reflected ray lie on either side of the normal. That is, one ray is on the left of the normal and the another is on the right of the normal. Here's a special case of reflection, that is retracing. When the incident ray strikes a mirror at right angles to the surface, that is, the incident ray is along the normal. It means angle of incidence is equal to 0 degree. Then the reflected ray bounces back along the same path but in opposite direction. That is, angle of reflection becomes 0. This is called retracing of light. In retracing, the path of light is reversed. Here you can see some real life examples of reflection. Number 1, mirrors and reflectors. Mirrors are designed to reflect light and they form a virtual image of an object. You can observe reflection from a water surface also. Sometimes you see the image of sky and surroundings in water. Number 3, shiny objects like metal surfaces is due to reflection of light. Number 4, all the world that we see around us, the beautiful world, that is because of reflection. Whenever light falls on objects, it is reflected and reaches our eye and we can see those objects. Thank you.